welcome back everyone. So in today's video I was going through my paints recently as I haven't got them out in a while, and I've noticed that I haven't got a very big range of the Citadel contrast colour paints. So what we're going to try and do is see if we can paint a model with the limited range I've got. So I've got Magos Purple, Volupus Pink, Guilliman Flesh, Dark Oath Not Flesh, if I pronounce that right, Black Templar, Apothecary White and Iandon Yellow. I'm going to allow myself Norn Oil just in case, and the base coat of what's suggested to use with it, which is Wraithbone, which obviously I bought a while ago. Today for the test model we're going to be trying it on the Bloodletter from Chaos and see what we can do with these limited paints. So we're going to start with Volupus Pink, and I'm going to use the Citadel medium base brush. So I'm just going to get this all over the skin, try and not miss too many places. I did miss a few and had to go back and touch it up afterwards. Don't worry if you get something on anywhere else that you don't want it, because we'll go back with the base coat Wraithbone and we'll just touch that up before we move on to the next colour. So the next colour we're going to use is Dark Oath Flesh, and what we're going to do is we're just going to paint the horns with this. So we're just going to coat it all over the horn, like so. And then what we'll do is we'll take a bit of water on the end of the brush and just wash off the highest point, just to give it a bit of a blend into the brown from the white. Then we'll take Guilliman Flesh and we're just going to paint this over the rope handle of the sword. Now be careful around the hand so we don't get any Guilliman Flesh onto the skin. So now taking Black Templar, we're going to get a smaller brush and we're going to paint the metal parts of the hilt of the sword. Again, take your time as to not get any of this colour on anything else. Now we'll take some Apothecary White. Now this tub I hadn't even opened, brand new, broke the seal on it. And we're going to paint this down the blade of the sword. Now I wasn't too keen on this when it dried, so later on in the video we may or may not change this, depending on how we feel. Now we'll take Magos Purple, and what we're going to do is we're going to water this down a little bit on the palette, and we're just going to paint this over the raised areas of the skin, so it's like the bobbles on the skin, if I can describe them. And then once we've done that, we're going to take straight Magos Purple and we're going to paint that over the spines on his arms and on the back. So what we'll do now is we'll take Dark Oath Flesh again, and we're going to try and smooth out that blend from the brown to the Wraithbone. So we'll take this and about a third of the horn we'll paint and then blend it out with a wet brush to smooth the transition. And then following the same steps again, we'll do an even smaller area just where it meets the head and blend that out again just to give that darkest area right where it meets the skull. And what we'll do is we'll paint the tongue with Magos Purple. So it leaves a nice lightish purplish colour. So I did decide to paint over the sword as I didn't really like the look of it. So what we'll do is I took the Iandon Yellow, painted that solid colour over the sword and did exactly the same thing as what I did with the horns, and I washed my brush off and just feathered the top edge of the sword back into the original kind of whitish colour. As you can see here, I do try and keep moving the paint around to get the desired effect what I want and the right blend, and not let it pool up too much so we don't get no tide marks on the flat bits of the sword. So we'll do another layer now, starting from where we did the last feathering all the way down to the bottom again, and again washing the brush off, and we'll feather that out as well. Finally, same process again in the last third, and we'll just do the final coat of this just to give it that nice rich yellow down at the base of the sword. So this hasn't turned out amazing, but it is a nice easy way to achieve a fiery blend in my opinion. We'll put some of that colour in the eyes as well, and just over the teeth, just to give a bit of stain into the teeth. And then here I thought the point between the bottom of the sword and the black wasn't great, so I took a bit of Norn oil. I know it's not a contrast paint, but I did say I was able to use it, and we'll just put that in there so we can try and get a bit of line between those 2 points. I also put this over the grip of the handle of the sword and the back just to match it all in. So here we have the final product. So this is how it turned out. So parts I like. The sword didn't turn out too bad, even though the apothecary white was pretty rubbish in my opinion. The horns, again, same kind of technique as the sword. Turned out okay. Skin's a bit bland. If I'd have done it differently, I'd have gone with the purple first and then done the volupus pink as the highlight on top, because the volupus pink seemed to be a stronger colour. Overall it's okay. Not the best paint job in the world, but it gets it on the tabletop if you wanted to have a quick paint scheme. So let me know your thoughts and your experiments with contrast paints. And until next time, I'll see everyone later.